Welcome. Thank you for joining us. You're watching Eye on Harvard, brought to you by InTimeTV. I'm Ogan Gurel. Eye on Harvard broadcasting worldwide, the world affecting Harvardians and Harvardians affecting the world. And today we have a very special show, a very special guest, David Wilhelm, known to many of you. Welcome, David.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Sure. And then I think one of those challenges, and I want to speak in a broad level, practical as well as philosophical to some extent, it's raised the whole issue of the superdelegates, the delegates. Right. And some people say, how can we have superdelegates? It's supposed to be democracy. And some people say, never had a pure democracy, and it gets messy and all that. In 1968, we had sort of non-democracy, if you will, the party elders deciding, Democratic Party decided to go more participating,
right,
completely. How is that playing out? Do you think that this whole process will then change that?
Yeah, I think people are at the conclusion of this are going to take a look at the number of superdelegates that we have. I think we have number of delegates that is approaching 20% of the entire number of delegates to the Democratic National Convention. That may be too many. Now you look at superdelegates and who they are. They're members of Congress. They're governors of the states. They're members of the Democratic National Committee. They're former party chairs like me.
Right.
But I think a reasonable argument can be made that we have too many. Should they be abolished altogether? Should we lose the judgment of these people and the involvement of all of these folks? I don't know. I got to think that one through. But the only thing that superdelegates need to think about, their charge, is to do that, which is in the best judgment of the country and the best judgment of the party.
Exactly.
I think that it is difficult to do that which is in the best interest of the party and contravene the expressed will of Democrats at the polling place, or in terms of the pledged delegates or elected delegates that have been chosen in primaries and caucuses to the state. So I don't think at the end of the day that superdelegates will make that choice. I sure as heck hope they don't, because I think the price that we would pay in terms of the divided party would be extreme.
Right.
So certainly in thinking about what's best for the party or best for the nation, part of that calculation, maybe even a significant part of that calculation, would have to be, am I doing that which is consistent with the choice of voters in primaries and caucuses?
It's a little bit, as we mentioned, reflective of the bicameral legislature concept. Senators should clearly be, U.S. senators should clearly be thinking about the nation as a whole. They can't completely ignore their popular constituencies either.
Right. I think that's right. It's an interesting question. Whether I don't think 20% of our delegation of our national convention should consist of unelected unelected delegates. Should we have some? Probably. Do I think that this is going to be reviewed in the years to come? I do. I think we'll probably have fewer going into the next convention.
But not eliminated completely.
There will be. Let's see how this all plays out.